the liberation of Auschwitz, is both a somber and indeed a sacred moment. It is a moment when we recall the 6 million Jews, old and young, who were systematically murdered, together with Sinti, Roma, disabled people, members of the LGBT community, political prisoners, and so many others. Upon whom the Nazis inflicted their violence and hatred. It is a moment when we recall the depths to which humanity can sink, when evil is allowed to flourish, ignored for too long by the world. And it is a moment when we recall the powerful testimonies of survivors such as Lily Ebert, who collectively taught us to cherish our freedom, to challenge prejudice, and never to be a bystander in the face of violence and hate.
I am Lily Ebert, a Holocaust survivor. I survived the worst tragedy in the Jewish history, to kill the Jewish people. And today is a remembrance for 6 million innocent people who were killed for no other reason than they were born Jewish.
Auschwitz Kervaro, Odoi Beshel Mropiano, Beshel Gondoliner, Hey, Apremande, Pobistere, Arucalo, Chiricoro, Lidia Mangem, Roliloro. Lidia mraromniake, oi som pamo Auschwitzate vare boca, asotecha lamenane, ani odakoter maro, hey o bachari libachtalo.
Я юдакало чириклоро, и не дел манге мролилоро, и дел мраромняке, хой ме бешам ушвицате, я ушвицате баре бока. Они меня не слухав, і они юдакотер мару яй, у бахарі збібахтало. Яй сармієк фаркері дява, лебахарі мурдарава. Sarmeyek farkere yaba, yay, le bakhariz murdaraba, ya la 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 da la la la, oh ya la 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 da la la.
They did it. And I put it on my arm, a number. I was not a human being anymore. I was not Lily Ebert. when they wanted to ask me something, nobody asked a name. This number should answer. So deep was they put down that my mother and my father gave me a name like every normal child has, but they thought they cannot use my name because I am nobody. I am even not a name.
And in a world that remains full of turmoil and strife and has witnessed the dangerous re-emergence of anti-Semitism, there can be no more important message, especially as the United Kingdom holds the presidency of the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance. As the number of Holocaust survivors regrettably diminishes with the passage of time, the responsibility of remembrance rests far heavier on our shoulders and on those of generations yet unborn. The act of remembering the evils of the past remains a vital task, and in so doing we inform our present and shape our future. There is much work still to be done if we are not just to remember the past, but to use it to inspire us to build a kinder and more compassionate world for future generations. A world of which we can be truly proud. And this remains the sacred task of us all. Thank you, Liz.
And in the back, it's an inscription about Vlad, which means work set you free. And lots of people believe that they would not, because they would work for German companies. Also, the same past, it is not it was very ironic inscription, because in the beginning, the plan of Nazis was to destroy prisoners through work, through system of punishment, and very small food rations. And on the left side you can see the barracks designed for the first groups of commissars, officers, soldiers deported here in 1941.
For me, Auschwitz represents a somber reminder of humanity's darkest hour. A place where hope seems lost and missed, unimaginable suffering, where the beauty of compassion was brutally suppressed by the ugliness of hate, and where the resilience of the human spirit struggled to survive against all odds. To me, it symbolizes the devastating consequences of unchecked power, the dehumanizing effects of fear and intolerance, and the countless innocent life lost due to senseless cruelty. Auschwitz was a complex of concentration and extermination camps established during the World War II. It became one of the notorious symbols of the Holocaust. Initially set up in 1940, it started as a detention center for political prisoners, but quickly shifted into a site of mass murder. Over 1.1 million people, mostly Jews, were systematically killed there through gas chambers, forced labor, starvation, and medical experiments. The sheer scale of suffering and loss is unimaginable, making it a powerful reminder of the need for compassion and understanding in our world today. For many survivors, it was the forced separation from their loved ones and the subsequent loss of hope in the seemingly endless nightmare. If I have to emphasize one thing, it would be the gas chambers. The thought of innocent people being led to their death like sheep, unaware of what had waited for them, it's almost unbearable. It's a painful reality of human capacity for cruelty and indifference. The gas chambers were equipped with Cyclone B pellets, which released a toxic gas upon contact with the air. Before that, mobile killing units were used, including gas vans where the exhaust fumes were channeled into a sealed compartment, causing asphyxiation. Those gas vans were essentially mobile torture chambers where innocent people were subjected to a slow and agonizing death through suffocation, their final moments filled with desperation and terror. It's heartbreaking to think about the immense suffering and cruelty that took place in these gas vans. No regard for human life. Human beings treating fellow human beings, people like near objects to be eliminated. Those actions were a stark reminder of the dangers of prejudice, hatred, and intolerance, injustice. I'm not blaming you, brothers and sisters. I'm fighting for remembrance and awareness. Let's honor the victims and survivors of the Holocaust by keeping their stories alive. My next words would be a reflection of the importance of compassion, empathy, and understanding in preventing such atrocities from happening again. Love, peace, respect for life, education and awareness are the keys. We must teach future generations about the dangers of hate, intolerance and prejudice by promoting empathy, understanding and inclusivity. We can create a society that values diversity and all life itself. The message of Star Vlad 21st Limited is clear. No more words for Auschwitz. It's a crucial book that shows light in the atrocities of the past, serving as a warning for the present and future, recreating the atmosphere of hope, despair, and resilience that define the lives of those that endured unimaginable suffering. The book describes, through provoking stories of Auschwitz, a place where humanity hit the rock bottom. Imagine yourself stepping into the shoes of those who lived through the horrors of Auschwitz, taking you on a journey through the darkest corners of the human history, where the lines between hope and despair were constantly blurred. As you'll turn the pages, you'll discover the untold stories of the war. Get ready to immerse yourself in a world that will leave you breathless and questioning the very fabric of humanity. Our book is not just a story. It's an experience that will awaken your senses, spark your curiosity, and challenge everything you thought you knew about the human spirit. Imagine the sound of gunfire echoing through the night, the scent of smoke and ash filling the air, the feeling of desperation clinging to every moment, and the dark forces that drove the human to commit such atrocities. Every page turns a new experience, exposing the harsh realities of war and the human condition. Every detail is meticulously crafted to transport you into a world you would never forget. Will you dare to confront the darkness within? Would you dare to turn the pages of history?